packed my lunch before sunrise. Still half asleep, rubbing your eyes. An apple coffee, buttered bread. A little note in blue ink said, "Don't forget your scarf today, and kiss me twice when you're on your way. The weather says it's turning cold, but not the way I love you." I laughed out loud on the factory floor, like I was 24 once more. Some people buy expensive things, gold watches, diamond rings, but darling, all I've ever needed fit inside a folded page. Folded notes in your lunchbox, hidden underneath the pie. Tiny words that somehow turn ordinary afternoons into July. Folded notes in your lunchbox still make my heartbeat race. After all these passing years, I still blush when I read your name. One said, "Don't work too hard today." Another, "Meet me by the lake." One simply drew a crooked heart with arrows pointing back to ours. The boys all teased me endlessly, said she still writes those things. I smiled and tucked them in my coat, like treasures no one else could hold. Funny how the smallest signs can rescue tired hearts on difficult days. Love doesn't always shout aloud. Sometimes it whispers in handwriting. Folded notes in your lunchbox, hidden underneath the pie. Tiny words that somehow turn ordinary afternoons into July. Folded notes in your lunchbox still make my heartbeat race. After all these passing years, I still blush when I read your name. One day the ink may fade away, the paper soften with its age, but every sentence that you wrote will live inside my chest. Because romance wasn't something lost in youth, it just learned how to fit into a lunchbox. Folded notes in your lunchbox, the sweetest letters I've received. No famous poems, no perfect lines, just pieces of your everyday love. Folded notes in your lunchbox, tucked beside my dreams. And if I had to choose again, I'd still choose every note from you. The whistle blew, the workday ended. I found one final message waiting. Bring home milk and dance with me tonight.
Mama folded Sunday lace, Daddy wore that patient face. The kitchen smelled of apple pie, and old records hummed nearby. I watched them move a little slow, the way September breezes blow. And for the first time in my life, I noticed how the years had passed. You reached over and squeezed my hand without a single word. Some comforts don't need language, only someone who understands. Every September leaf reminds me nothing golden stays the same, but love can soften every season without forgetting where it came from. Every September leaf that falls whispers gently through it all. Hold the ones you love a little longer before October calls. Daddy asked if we'd stay for tea. Mama smiled at memories. They spoke about the county fair and dances held in younger years. I caught your eyes across the room, the way I used to back in June, and suddenly I understood. Time wasn't something to outrun. No heart escapes the turning page, or silver threading through the age, but love can learn a sweeter grace by staying. Every September leaf reminds me nothing golden stays the same, but love can soften every season without forgetting where it came from. Every September leaf that falls whispers gently through it all. Hold the ones you love a little longer before October calls. One day we'll sit where they sit now, speaking softly through the dusk, and I hope someone watching us sees tenderness instead of fear, because growing older isn't losing spring, it's learning how to bloom in autumn. Every September leaf reminds me the sweetest things are never owned. They're borrowed for a little while, then cherished as they're shown. Every September leaf that falls by showing up through it all. The record crackled one last tune, sunlight faded from the room, and outside September drifted by as we held each other closer.
The old theater stood on Cedar Street. Its faded sign still blinked and beat. A handwritten note upon the glass, final showing before we close. You squeezed my arm and softly smiled, the same way you did as a child. I bought 2 tickets out of habit, like no time had passed at all. We sat beneath those velvet seats, where nervous hands first learned to meet. The silver screen had lost its shine, but not the memories in our minds. Neon on the marquee, still spelling out your name to me. The movie changed, the years rolled by, but you still steal my breath sometimes. Neon on the marquee, flickering faithfully. Some places disappear with time, but first love leaves the lights behind. The projector hummed its tired tune, dust danced softly through the room. You laughed about the night I spilled popcorn all across your shoes. I apologized once more for fun. You said I'd let you ruin another one, then leaned your head against my shoulder like you always do. The credits fade for every show, curtains fall and seasons go, but love isn't measured by how long things stay. It's how deeply they remain. Neon on the marquee, still spelling out your name to me. The movie changed, the years rolled by, but you still steal my breath sometimes. Neon on the marquee, flickering faithfully. Some places disappear with time, but first love leaves the lights behind. One day this street may look brand new without the signs we once knew, but somewhere inside this aging heart, the opening scene still plays. A shy hello, a shared armrest, a love story beginning quietly. Neon on the marquee, one last showing for you no grand goodbye, just your hand resting close to mine. Neon on the marquee, the final picture fades to black. But of all the stories I have loved, ours is the one I'd watch again. The ushers lock the theater doors, rain shimmered on the sidewalk floor. You looked at me beneath the glowing sun and asked, do you still want to catch the late show with me?
The boardwalk wore a different face, empty benches, slower pace. The summer postcards had moved on, leaving only gulls and dawn. You tucked my scarf beneath my coat, said the ocean still knows how to sing. I laughed and said, so do your knees. You rolled your eyes at me. No carnival lights, no children's cries, just silver water meeting sky. Funny how the quiet seasons bring the truest conversations. Seagulls don't stay for winter, but darling, we still do. Watching waves erase the footprints, only to begin anew. Seagulls don't stay for winter, the cold wind always knows. Love isn't meant to chase the sunshine, sometimes it learns to bloom in snow. We shared hot coffee by the pier, talked about forgotten years. You pointed toward the lighthouse beam and all the places we had been. A dog ran loose along the shore. You smiled the way you did before, the same bright grin from younger days, only softer at the edges. The world celebrates springtime love, young hands reaching toward the stars. But no one speaks enough about the beauty of staying. Seagulls don't stay for winter, but darling, we still do. Watching waves erase the footprints, only to begin anew. Seagulls don't stay for winter, the cold wind always knows. Love isn't meant to chase the sunshine, sometimes it learns to bloom in snow. There was a time I feared the years, measured life in borrowed mirrors. Now I only count the mornings I still wake beside you, because growing older never stole romance, it taught it how to breathe slower. Seagulls don't stay for winter, yeah. The tide rolled in beneath the pier. November whispered in our ears. You kissed my forehead in the salt cold breeze and said, let's come back when the beach is empty again.
Everybody had advice, said young love rarely survives. We had a rented second floor, a squeaky bed and little more. A coffee can above the sink, filled with nickels, hopes and dreams. You'd count them twice and grin at me, like we were rich beyond belief. We couldn't offer luxury, no silver spoons or guarantees, but every time you took my hand, I knew exactly where I'd stand. Held together by pennies and the promises we'd keep. A little faith, a lot of love, and barely enough sleep. Held together by pennies, still dancing through the doubt. The world kept saying, you'll never last, but we kept proving them wrong. The wallpaper began to peel, winter slipped beneath the seals. You'd wrap your cold hands into mine and call those freezing nights just fine. We shared one coat to catch the bus, one umbrella big enough, and somehow every sacrifice made our laughter sound more bright. Some people wait for perfect days, for bigger homes and safer ways, but love has never asked for much, only hearts that choose to stay. Held together by pennies and the promises we'd keep. A little faith, a lot of love, and barely enough sleep. Held together by pennies, still dancing through the doubt. The world kept saying, you'll never last, but we kept proving them wrong. Now and then I still recall how we'd lean against the hall, dreaming out loud without a clue, how much life we'd make come true. The sweetest riches I have known never lived inside a vault. They slept beside me every night. Held together by pennies, but never short on grace. The years may weather everything except the look upon your face. Held together by pennies and all the dreams we drew. If I had to start again, I'd still build a life with you. The coffee can sits on the shelf, older now than both ourselves, filled with pennies, faded years, and a fortune made of love.
You walked me to the garden gate 10 minutes after it got late. We'd already said goodbye about a dozen different times. The porch light painted gold and blue. You shuffled in those worn-out shoes. We talked about the weather first, anything to calm our nerves. Then silence settled in between, the sweetest kind I'd ever seen. I looked away, then looked at you, and somehow courage slipped right through. Good night, don't say it back, I whispered with a nervous laugh. I think I'm falling much too fast. Then stared down at the garden path. Good night, don't say it back, pretend you didn't hear all that. But when I turned, your blushing smile told me everything I needed to know. The crickets played their midnight tune. The summer air was wrapped in June. You scratched your head and cleared your throat, as if searching for the perfect quote. You finally said, I'll see you soon, while staring at the silver moon. But your trembling hands betrayed every secret left unsaid. No violins came rushing in, no fireworks lit up the wind. Just two young hearts learning how to speak the truth out loud. Good night, don't say it back, I whispered with a nervous laugh. I think I'm falling much too fast. Then stared down at the garden path. Good night, don't say it back, pretend you didn't hear all that. But when I turned, your blushing smile told me everything I needed to know. Funny how the biggest words can arrive so quietly, not dressed in certainty, just wrapped in honesty. And maybe that's what made them true. Good night, don't say it back, I almost wished I'd take it back. Then you reached out and held my hand, and all my fear dissolved at last. Good night, don't say it back, you softly laughed at my defense, then whispered low before you left, I think I'm falling too. The screen door closed, the stars stood still. The night lay sleeping on the hill. And somewhere between fear and grace, first love finally found its voice.
You handed me a paper list written in your hurried script. Milk and bread and coffee beans, peaches if they looked sweet. I pushed the cart, you led the way, stopping every aisle to say, we don't need another pie, then tossed two in with a smile. Somewhere between canned soup and rice, you argued over which brand tasted right. I pretended to disagree, just to hear you tease me. Paperless and peaches under fluorescent lights, who would have guessed forever would look this ordinary and bright? Paperless and peaches, you're laughing in aisle 3, and suddenly I realized this is my favorite memory. Checked expiration dates, I snuck cookies into place. You caught me with that knowing stare, the same one from the county fair. The cashier called us sweethearts, asked how long we'd played our part. You squeezed my hand and answered, long enough to know we're lucky. No orchestra filled the air, no chandeliers hanging there, yet love kept dancing quietly between shopping carts and peaches. Paperless and peaches under fluorescent lights, who would have guessed forever would look this ordinary and bright? Paperless and peaches, you laughing in aisle 3, and suddenly I realized this is my favorite memory. Youth taught us how to fall in love, middle years taught us how to stay, but growing older showed us something else. That joy often arrives disguised as the smallest parts of everyday life. Paperless and peaches, one slow Tuesday night. No grand adventures left to chase, just your hand fitting into mine. Paperless and peaches, a love both soft and true. If I could relive any scene, I'd still choose shopping with you. The parking lot reflected rain. You buckled in and called my name, then held up one forgotten peach and said, looks like we still need each other to remember things.
daughter wore her mother's lace. Our son-in-law looked pale with grace. The ballroom buzzed with family names, and flashes from the cameras came. You straightened out your borrowed tie, then caught that old familiar light, the one you wore in '59, before you ever made me yours. The speeches carried on and on, the cousins sang another song. You leaned and whispered through your grin, I've got a better plan than this. Kiss me before the cake is cut, before they call the newlyweds up. Let's steal a dance beneath the lights, like we're 22 tonight. Kiss me before the cake is cut, before the grandkids catch us. After all these passing years, you're still my favorite kind of trouble. We slipped beyond the crowded hall, past framed photographs on the wall. The band rehearsed a softer tune, and moonlight wandered through the room. You spun me slowly by the stage, ignoring every ache of age. I laughed until I couldn't stand, then rested safely in your hands. Funny how the heart forgets the number written on the years, because the music always knows exactly who we used to be. Kiss me before the cake is cut, before they call the newlyweds up. Let's steal a dance beneath the lights, like we're 22 tonight. Kiss me before the cake is cut, before the grandkids catch us. After all these passing years, you're still my favorite kind of trouble. One day the photographs may fade, and names may soften with age, but if anyone should ask me what remained, I'll tell them this: the way your eyes still searched for mine, even in a crowded room. Kiss me before the cake is cut, the orchestra is warming up. Let's make one more beautiful mistake and keep the whole room waiting. Kiss me before the cake is cut, like the years never mattered much, because every love story needs proof that forever can still flirt. The guests applauded from afar. Someone called us back by name. You kissed my cheek and softly laughed. They can wait another minute.
The house was quieter than before. A silence settled through the door. You folded sweaters in the den, then unfolded them again. I knew there wasn't much to say, no clever words to ease the ache. So I made 2 cups of tea and sat beside your shaking knees. Some nights aren't meant for fixing things or finding reasons in between. Sometimes love is simply this: choosing not to leave. Just stay until the morning. Let the darkness lose its hold. You don't have to carry sorrow all by yourself tonight. Just stay until the morning. And if the tears still fall, I'll be right here beside you until the light comes through. The old clock hummed against the wall. Rain traced shadows through the hall. You leaned your head against my chest and finally let yourself rest. No ballroom gowns, no summer skies, no fireworks in younger eyes. Yet never had I loved you more than in that fragile quiet. The vows we never spoke aloud were written in these moments now. Love isn't only celebration, it's shelter. Just stay until the morning. Let the darkness lose its hold. You don't have to carry sorrow all by yourself tonight. Just stay until the morning. And if the tears still fall, I'll be right here beside you until the light comes through. Years from now I won't recall every photograph upon the wall, but I'll remember how your hand reached for mine in the dark. Because the truest kind of love doesn't run from broken hearts, it helps them beat again. Just stay until the morning. The dawn is closer than it seems. We'll gather up these scattered pieces and learn to breathe again. Just stay until the morning and let tomorrow come, because no matter what this life may bring, first bird sang beyond the trees, daylight slipped across the sheets, and somewhere between midnight and sunrise, hope returned quietly.
The dishes dried upon the rack, the evening settled at our backs. Two rocking chairs, one woolen throw, the garden breathing soft and slow. You pointed upward through the trees, naming constellations back to me. Half of them were probably wrong, but I still loved listening. There was a time we chased the world, certain happiness lives somewhere else. Funny how it found us here on Oak Street after all. Old stars over Oak Street, still shining patiently. We didn't get everything we dreamed, we got everything we need. Oh, stars over Oak Street, watching over you and me. And if heaven asked what joy looks like, I'd show them this evening. You spoke about the life we'd made, the debts we paid, the risks we braved, the children grown, the laughter stored inside these weathered wooden floors. I rested softly on your shoulder, the night air carrying hints of clover, and somewhere deep inside my chest a quiet thankfulness bloomed. Not every wish came true, it's true, but every storm led back to you. And looking back, I wouldn't trade a single imperfect day. Old stars over Oak Street, still shining patiently. We didn't get everything we dreamed, we got everything we need. Oh, stars over Oak Street, watching over you and me. And if heaven asked what joy looks like, I'd show them this evening. Youth once felt like endless roads, always needing something more. Now I know the richest souls learn to treasure what they've held. And love isn't the absence of longing, it's finally understanding enough. Old stars over Oak Street, please linger just a while. The moon can take its time tonight. We've waited long enough. Old stars over Oak Street, silver in your eyes and mine. Of all the miracles I've known, growing old with you was my favorite. The crickets hummed their lullaby, the porch light painted amber lines, and beneath those old familiar stars, we sat in perfect silence together. Together.
It slipped out from an old shoebox beneath the attic dust and clocks. A folded page in faded blue, addressed in careful script to you. I recognize my younger hand, the hopeful boy I used to be. A little nervous, overly sure, certain love could conquer anything. You read the lines and laughed out loud at all the promises I'd vowed, then wiped a tear I wasn't meant to see and handed it back to me. The letter we never threw away still had our younger hearts between the lines. Dreams misspelled and midnight plans written in borrowed time. The letter we never threw away somehow survived the years and reminded us the people we once were. Never truly disappeared. You found the part where I had sworn I'll hold your hand when we are old. I teased, at least I got that right. You smiled and squeezed it tight. There were train tickets tucked inside, a pressed white flower, ticket stubs, little proof that ordinary days had become our greatest treasures. No photograph can fully keep the way two hopeful hearts once dreamed, but ink remembers what time forgets and waits to be discovered. The letter we never threw away still had our younger hearts between the lines. Dreams misspelled and midnight plans written in borrowed time. The letter we never threw away somehow survived the years and reminded us the people we once were. disappeared. If I could speak to that young man standing with a trembling hand, I'd tell him not to be afraid. The road won't always follow maps. You'll lose some things and gain much more, and she'll still be there in the end. The letter we never threw away outlived every passing trend. The ink may fade around the edges, but not the love beneath it. The letter we never threw away still whispers soft and true of all the vows I've ever made. My favorite one was you. The attic window caught the rain. You folded up the page again, then tucked it safely back inside the box, right where forever keeps its smallest miracles.
The ballroom shimmered silver blue. I wore my favorite dress for you. The orchestra began to sway, and then she asked if you would dance. You smiled the way polite boys do, said just one song, I'll be right through. I nodded like it meant nothing, then stirred my lemonade too long. I laughed with friends and fixed my hair like I had not a single care. But every turn across that floor made my young heart beat louder. I pretended I didn't care, while counting every step you shared. I looked away, then looked again, and wished that song would finally end. Because the truth I couldn't hide was how much I loved you. You caught my eye from across the room as trumpets softened into June. You mouthed the words, "It's only one," and somehow that made it worse. Folded napkins into squares, smiled at jokes I couldn't hear. Then suddenly you stood by me, holding out your hand. You whispered, "Darling, don't you know you're the only dance I chose?" And every foolish fear dissolved inside your gentle voice. I pretended I didn't care, while counting every step you shared. though everyone could see it there, because the truth I couldn't hide was how much I loved you. First love isn't always grace. Sometimes it's a flushed young face, a stubborn smile and restless hands. Learning what devotion means, and maybe jealousy in its sweetest form, is simply love discovering its depth. I pretended I didn't care until you brushed away my fears. You pulled me close beneath the light and held me through the final dance. I pretended I didn't care, but now I'm glad you knew, because the girl who hid her heart was hopelessly in love with you. The ballroom emptied one by one. The orchestra had long been done. You kissed my cheek outside the door, and I never pretended anymore.
We hadn't spoken for an hour. The kitchen held the aftermath. 2 coffee cups gone cold and still. The radio turned way down low. You walked outside without a word, wrapped a blanket round your shoulders. I waited 5 more stubborn minutes, then carried mine out too. The porch swing moved beneath the stars, old enough to know our hearts. Some apologies arrive in silence before they reach the lips. Leave the porch swing moving, don't bring it to a stop. Even when we're hurt and human, don't give up what we've got. Leave the porch swing moving through every changing season, because love isn't never falling, it's choosing to stay seated beside each other. You asked if I remembered when we painted this old house ourselves. Blue on the shutters, white on the fence, and laughter in our hair. I looked at you beneath the moon, the same girl from the county dance, only now your softer eyes knew how to forgive before I asked. No marriage keeps a spotless floor, no promise avoids every storm, but faithful hearts learn when to bend without learning how to leave. Leave the porch swing moving, don't bring it to a stop. Even when we're hurt and human, don't give up what we've got. Leave the porch swing moving through every changing season, because love isn't never falling, it's choosing to stay seated beside each other. Years ago we'd slam the door, certain we were keeping score. Now we know what matters more. Who reaches first with a blanket? Who stays long enough to listen? Who remembers we're on the same side? Leave the porch swing moving long after tempers cool. The stars don't ask for perfection, only the courage to shine through. Leave the porch swing moving and hold my weathered hand, for the truest kind of romance learns how to love imperfectly. The crickets sang beyond the yard, the swing creaked softly in the dark. You leaned your head against my shoulder, and neither one of us said, I'm sorry. We didn't have to. The porch swing already had.
The folding chairs were lined in rows. The county hall was dressed in gold. Children raced between the aisles. Old friends traded borrowed smiles. You stood backstage adjusting your tie, saying, I'm not sure I'll get this right. I kissed your cheek and took your hand, like I had done 1,000 times. You never chased the city lights or dreamed of headlines overnight, but everyone who knew your heart already knew you were a star. Make room for one more song tonight, one more reason my heart still shines. You may never fill arenas wide, but you filled this little life of mine. Make room for one more song tonight. Let the old piano guide, because the man the whole room sees is still the boy who danced with me. The spotlight found your nervous smile. You missed a lyric for a while, then laughed and started back again, and won the crowd with honesty. Mrs. Parker wiped her eyes, Mr. Reed kept singing lines, And I just sat there in my seat, falling in love all over again. Some people measure worth through fame, through silver screens and famous names. But greatness often wears a softer face and comes home every day. Make room for one more song tonight, one more reason my heart still shines. You may never fill arenas wide, but you fill this little life of mine. Make room for one more song tonight. Let the old piano guide, because the man the whole room sees is still the boy who danced with me. When our hair turns winter white and memory softens at the sides, I know exactly what I'll hear. Not applause from strangers passing through, but your voice drifting through the kitchen, singing off key just for me. Make room for one more song tonight, one more chance to get it right. The years may change the way we stand, but never what I understand. Make room for one more song tonight, as the final notes arrive, the sweetest melodies I've known were the ones we built together. The crowd stood up, the curtains closed. You searched until you found my eyes, and with one quiet, grateful smile, you took your final bow.
A baseball glove behind the door, old report cards in the drawer, one forgotten sweater hanging there, still carrying traces of years. You folded boxes on the floor, pausing at each bedroom door. The hallway echoed differently, without young footsteps running free. I saw you wipe away a tear, then laugh and say it's awfully quiet here. Funny how a house can shrink and somehow grow at once. Rooms still hold your laughter, even after you've moved on. The walls remember bedtime songs and all the nights that felt too long. Rooms still hold your laughter, soft as Sunday morning light, And now that it's just me and you, perhaps love begins again tonight. The kitchen clock kept steady time as we packed away the crayon signs, tiny handprints by the stairs, proof that love had lived right there. You found a photograph of us, young and hopeful on a bus. You smiled and said, "Look at our hair," then leaned into my shoulder. We spent so many years giving away pieces of ourselves with joy. And now the silence gently asks, what will you do with each other? Rooms still hold your laughter, even after you've moved on. The walls remember bedtime songs and all the nights that felt too long. Rooms still hold your laughter, soft as Sunday morning light. And now that it's just me and you, perhaps love begins again tonight. One chapter closes quietly without applause or ceremony, but endings sometimes leave the space for forgotten dances to return. We weren't losing what we built, we were being handed back to each other. Rooms still hold your laughter, and always will. But tonight the house feels different, not emptier, just still. Rooms still hold your laughter, while moonlight paints the floor. And after loving everyone else first, I get to fall for you once more. You reached across the moving boxes, pulled me gently by the hand. The record player started turning, and in the middle of the empty living room, we danced.
Tuesday nights at 6:30, the church hall floor needed fixing, but someone pinned a paper sign, beginner ballroom lessons. You laughed and said, "We're far too old." I said, "Then let's prove them wrong." So we tied our comfortable shoes and walked right through those doors. You missed the count, I missed it too. Stepped on your toes, you blamed my shoes. The whole room smiled we pretended we knew exactly what to do. Quarter steps and second chances, spinning slow beneath old lanterns. Love isn't finished when youth is gone. Sometimes it learns a brand new song. Quarter steps and second chances, a little awkward, still enchanting. After all these passing years, you still make me nervous. Mrs. Evans led the line, Mr. Clark kept losing time. The old piano played too fast, but somehow everyone kept laughing. You whispered, "Watch my left foot first." I whispered back, "You're getting worse." Then pulled you close enough to hear your heartbeat match the rhythm. Some dreams don't arrive on cue, they simply wait for older shoes. And joy has never cared about the age written on our hands. Quarter steps and second chances, spinning slow beneath old lanterns. Love isn't finished when youth is gone. Sometimes it learns a brand new song. Quarter steps and second chances, a little awkward, still enchanting. After all these passing years, you still make me nervous. We once thought romance meant moonlit skies, diamond rings and long goodbyes. Now I think its sweetest art is choosing wonder over habit, because growing older isn't standing still, it's finding new ways to dance. Quarter steps and second chances, our silver shadow softly swaying. No perfect posture, no flawless turns, just faithful hearts still learning. Quarter steps and second chances, thank heaven we said yes, for the greatest gift of loving you was never having to stop beginning again. The hall grew quiet, chairs were stacked. You helped me with my cardigan, then offered me your weathered hand. Same time, next Tuesday.
You woke before the morning bells, wrapped in your old winter shawl. 2 paper cups of cocoa steamed beside the kitchen sink. You searched the drawer for velvet gloves, the ones your mother used to love, then laughed and said, "If we're doing this, we're doing Christmas right." The town square sparkled in the cold, children danced in scarves and wool. I watched the snowfall catch your hair and forgot how old we were. Velvet gloves and Christmas parade, candy canes and marching bands. You waved at Santa passing by, like you were 7 once again. Velvet gloves and Christmas parade, snowflakes resting on your face. And suddenly I understood. Wonder doesn't fade with age. The brass section played too loud. The mayor stumbled through the crowd. A little girl dropped a red balloon. You chased it down the avenue. The church choir sang familiar hymns. Neighbors greeted us by name. You squeezed my arm and softly said, "This is my favorite kind of thing." The world can keep its grand displays, its glittering celebrity. Give me simple holiday mornings and your mitten finding mine. Velvet gloves and Christmas parade, candy canes and marching bands. You waved at Santa passing by, like you were 7 once again. Velvet gloves and Christmas parade, snowflakes resting on your face. And suddenly I understood. Wonder doesn't fade with age. There were years we rushed through December, chasing gifts and deadlines. But now we've learned to linger, to listen to the bells, to taste the cocoa slowly, to stand beneath the falling snow. Velvet gloves and Christmas parade, one more season hand in hand. The years may soften how we move, but not the joy we understand. Velvet gloves and Christmas parade, the brass band played us home. And if this life has taught me anything, it's that magic loves company. The town clock struck 12 at noon. Children laughed beneath the moon-shaped balloons. You brushed the snow from off my coat and whispered, "Same spot next Christmas." Same spot next Christmas.
Everybody had advice, said young love rarely survives. We had a rented second floor, a squeaky bed and little more, a coffee can above the sink, filled with nickels, hopes and dreams. You'd count them twice and grin at me, like we were rich beyond belief. We couldn't offer luxury, no silver spoons or guarantees. But every time you took my hand, I knew exactly where I'd stand. Held together by pennies and the promises we'd keep. A little faith, a lot of love, and barely enough sleep. Held together by pennies, still dancing through the doubt. The world kept saying you'll never last, but we kept proving them wrong. The wallpaper began to peel, winter slipped beneath the seals. You'd wrap your cold hands into mine and call those freezing nights just fine. We shared one coat to catch the bus, one umbrella big enough, and somehow every sacrifice made our laughter sound more bright. Some people wait for perfect days, for bigger homes and safer ways. But love has never asked for much, only hearts that choose to stay. Held together by pennies and the promises we'd keep. A little faith, a lot of love, and barely enough sleep. Held together by pennies, still dancing through the doubt. The world kept saying you'll never last, but we kept proving them wrong. Now and then I still recall how we'd lean against the hall, dreaming out loud without a clue how much life we'd make come true. The sweetest riches I have known never lived inside a vault. They slept beside me every night. Held together by pennies, but never short on grace. The years may weather everything except the look upon your face. Held together by pennies and all the dreams we drew. If I had to start again, I'd still build a life with you. The coffee can sits on the shelf, older now than both ourselves, filled with pennies, faded years, and a fortune made of love.
Mama folded Sunday lace, Daddy wore that patient face. The kitchen smelled of apple pie, and old records hummed nearby. I watched them move a little slow, the way September breezes blow. And for the first time in my life, I know noticed how the years had passed. You reached over and squeezed my hand without a single word. Some comforts don't need language, only someone who understands. Every September leaf reminds me nothing golden stays the same, but love can soften every season without forgetting where it came from. Every September leaf that falls whispers gently through it all. Hold the ones you love a little longer before October calls. Daddy asked if we'd stay for tea. Mama smiled at memories. They spoke about the county fair and dances held in younger years. I caught your eyes across the room, the way I used to back in June, and suddenly I understood. Time wasn't something to outrun. No heart escapes the turning page, or silver threading through the age, but love can learn a sweeter grace by staying. Every September leaf reminds me nothing golden stays the same, but love can soften every season without forgetting where it came from. Every September leaf that falls whispers gently through it all. Hold the ones you love a little longer before October calls. One day we'll sit where they sit now, speaking softly through the dusk, and I hope someone watching us sees tenderness instead of fear, because growing older isn't losing spring, it's learning how to bloom in autumn. Every September leaf reminds me the sweetest things are never owned. They're borrowed for a little while, then cherished as they're shown. Every September leaf that falls teaches what the heart recalls. Love isn't measured by forever, but by showing up through it all. The record crackled one last tune, sunlight faded from the room, and outside September drifted by as we held each other closer.
house was quieter than before. A silence settled through the door. You folded sweaters in the den, then unfolded them again. I knew there wasn't much to say, no clever words to ease the ache. So I made 2 cups of tea and sat beside your shaking knees. Some nights aren't meant for fixing things or finding reasons in between. Sometimes love is simply this: choosing not to leave. Just stay until the morning. Let the darkness lose its hold. You don't have to carry sorrow all by yourself tonight. Just stay until the morning, and if the tears still fall, I'll be right here beside you until the light comes through. The old clock hummed against the wall, rain traced shadows through the hall. You leaned your head against my chest and finally let yourself rest. No ballroom gowns, no summer skies, no fireworks in younger eyes. Yet never had I loved you more than in that fragile quiet. The vows we never spoke aloud were written in these moments now. Love isn't only celebration, it's shelter. Just stay until the morning. Let the darkness lose its hold. You don't have to carry sorrow all by yourself tonight. Just stay until the morning, and if the tears still fall, I'll be right here beside you until the light comes through. Years from now I won't recall every photograph upon the wall, but I remember how your hand reached for mine in the dark. Because the truest kind of love doesn't run from broken hearts, it helps them beat again. Just stay until the morning. The dawn is closer than it seems. We'll gather up these scattered pieces and learn to breathe again. Just stay until the morning, and let tomorrow come. Because no matter what this life may bring,
You'll never face it alone. The first bird sang beyond the trees. Daylight slipped across the sheets, and somewhere between midnight and sunrise, hope returned quietly.
You walked me to the garden gate 10 minutes after it got late. We'd already said goodbye about a dozen different times. The porch light painted golden blue. You shuffled in those worn-out shoes. We talked about the weather first, anything to calm our nerves. Then silence settled in between, the sweetest kind I'd ever seen. I looked away, then looked at you, and somehow courage slipped right through. Good night, don't say it back, I whispered with a nervous laugh. I think I'm falling much too fast. Then stared down at the garden path. Good night, don't say it back, pretend you didn't hear all that. But when I turned, your blushing smile told me everything I needed to know. The crickets played their midnight tune. The summer air was wrapped in June. You scratched your head and cleared your throat, as if searching for the perfect quote. You finally said, I'll see you soon, while staring at the silver moon. But your trembling hands betrayed every secret left unsaid. No violins came rushing in, no fireworks lit up the wind. Just two young hearts learning how to speak the truth out loud. Good night, don't say it back, I whispered with a nervous laugh. I think I'm falling much too fast. Then stared down at the garden path. Good night, don't say it back, pretend you didn't hear all that. But when I turned, your blushing smile told me everything I needed to know. Funny how the biggest words can arrive so quietly, not dressed in certainty, just wrapped in honesty. And maybe that's what made them true. Good night, don't say it back, I almost wished I'd take it back. Then you reached out and held my hand, and all my fear dissolved at last. Good night, don't say it back, you softly laughed at my defense, then whispered low before you left, I think I'm falling too. The screen door closed, the stars stood still. The night lay sleeping on the hill, and somewhere between fear and grace, first love finally found its voice.
We hadn't spoken for an hour, kitchen held the aftermath. 2 coffee cups gone cold and still. The radio turned way down low. You walked outside without a word, wrapped a blanket round your shoulders. I waited 5 more stubborn minutes, then carried mine out too. The porch swing moved beneath the stars, old enough to know our hearts. Some apologies arrive in silence before they reach the lips. Leave the porch swing moving, don't bring it to a stop. Even when we're hurt and human, don't give up what we've got. Leave the porch swing moving through every changing season, because love isn't never falling, it's choosing to stay seated beside each other. You asked if I remembered when we painted this old house ourselves. Blue on the shutters, white on the fence, and laughter in our hair. I looked at you beneath the moon, the same girl from the county dance. Only now your softer eyes know how to forgive before I asked. No marriage keeps a spotless floor, no promise avoids every storm, but faithful hearts learn when to bend without learning how to leave. Leave the porch swing moving, don't bring it to a stop. Even when we're hurt and human, don't give up what we've got. Leave the porch swing moving through every changing season, because love isn't never falling, it's choosing to stay seated beside each other. Years ago we'd slam the door, certain we were keeping score. Now we know what matters more. Who reaches first with a blanket, who stays long enough to listen, who remembers we're on the same side. Leave the porch swing moving long after tempers cool. The stars don't ask for perfection, only the courage to shine through. Leave the porch swing moving and hold my weathered hand, for the truest kind of romance learns how to love imperfectly. The crickets sang beyond the yard, the swing creaked softly in the dark. You leaned your head against my shoulder, and neither one of us said, I'm sorry. We didn't have to. The porch swing already had.
The ballroom shimmered silver blue. I wore my favorite dress for you. The orchestra began to sway, and then she asked if you would dance. You smiled the way polite boys do, said just one song, I'll be right through. I nodded like it meant nothing, then stirred my lemonade too long. I laughed with friends and fixed my hair like I had not a single care. But every turn across that floor made my young heart beat louder. I pretended I didn't care while counting every step you shared. I looked away, then looked again, and wished that song would finally end. I pretended I didn't care, though everyone could see it there, because the truth I couldn't hide was how much I loved you. You caught my eye from across the room as trumpets softened into June. You mouthed the words, it's only one, and somehow that made it worse. I folded napkins into squares, smiled at jokes I couldn't hear. Then suddenly you stood by me, holding out your hand. You whispered, darling, don't you know, you're the only dance I chose. And every foolish fear dissolved inside your gentle voice. I pretended I didn't care while counting every step you shared. I looked away, then looked again, and wished that song would finally end. I pretended I didn't care, though everyone could see it there, because the truth I couldn't hide was how much I loved you. First love isn't always grace. Sometimes it's a flushed young face, a stubborn smile and restless hands. Learning what devotion means, and maybe jealousy in its sweetest form, is simply love discovering its depth. I pretended I didn't care until you brushed away my fears. You pulled me close beneath the light and held me through the final dance. I pretended I didn't care, but now I'm glad you knew, because the girl who hid her heart was hopelessly in love with you. The ballroom emptied one by one. The orchestra had long been done. You kissed my cheek outside the door, and I never pretended anymore.
The old theater stood on Cedar Street. Its faded signs still blinked in beat. A handwritten note upon the glass, final showing before we close. You squeezed my arm and softly smiled, the same way you did as a child. I bought 2 tickets out of habit, like no time had passed at all. We sat beneath those velvet seats where nervous hands first learned to meet. The silver screen had lost its shine, but not the memories in our minds. Neon on the marquee, still spelling out your name to me. The movie changed, the years rolled by, but you still steal my breath sometimes. Neon on the marquee, flickering faithfully. Some places disappear with time, but first love leaves the lights behind. The projector hummed its tired tune, dust danced softly through the room. You laughed about the night I spilled popcorn all across your shoes. I apologized once more for fun. You said I'd let you ruin another one, then leaned your head against my shoulder like you always do. The credits fade for every show, curtains fall and seasons go, but love isn't measured by how long things stay. It's how deeply they remain. Neon on the marquee, still spelling out your name to me. The movie changed, the years rolled by, but you still steal my breath sometimes. Neon on the marquee, flickering faithfully. Some places disappear with time, but first love leaves the lights behind. One day this street may look brand new, without the signs we once knew, but somewhere inside this aging heart, the opening scene still plays. A shy hello, a shared armrest, a love story beginning quietly. Neon on the marquee, one last showing for you and me. No standing ovation, no grand goodbye, just your hand resting close to mine. Neon on the marquee, the final picture fades to black, but of all the stories I have loved, ours is the one I'd watch again. The ushers locked the theater doors, rain shimmered on the sidewalk floor. You looked at me beneath the glowing sign and asked, do you still wanna catch the late show with me?
was lace. Our son-in-law looked pale with grace. The ballroom buzzed with family names, and flashes from the cameras came. You straightened out your borrowed tie, then caught that old familiar light, the one you wore in '59 before you ever made me yours. The speeches carried on and on. The cousins sang another song. You leaned and whispered through your grin, I've got a better plan than this. Kiss me before the cake is cut, before they call the newlyweds up. Let's steal a dance beneath the lights, like we're 22 tonight. Kiss me before the cake is cut, before the grandkids catch us. After all these passing years, you're still my favorite kind of trouble. We slipped beyond the crowded hall, past framed photographs on the wall. The band rehearsed a softer tune, and moonlight wandered through the room. You spun me slowly by the stage, ignoring every ache of age. I laughed until I couldn't stand, then rested safely in your hands. Funny how the heart forgets the number written on the years, because the music always knows exactly who we used to be. Kiss me before the cake is cut, before they call the newlyweds up. Let's steal a dance beneath the lights, like we're 22 tonight. Kiss me before the cake is cut, before the grandkids catch us. After all these passing years, you're still my favorite kind of trouble. One day the photographs may fade and names may soften with age, but if anyone should ask me what remained, I'll tell them this: the way your eyes still searched for mine, even in a crowded room. Kiss me before the cake is cut, the orchestra is warming up. Let's make one more beautiful mistake and keep the whole room waiting. Kiss me before the cake is cut, like the years never mattered much, because every love story needs proof that forever can still flirt. The guests applauded from afar. Someone called us back by name. You kissed my cheek and softly laughed. They can wait another minute.